Hey, this is Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, and this is SSJ Goshen 4. Her figures are over 9,000!
Hey guys, this is Goshen 4 here with a new video for you guys, and today, I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at this already that this video is going to be my Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball magazine collection. So, I have a freaking carpet of magazines. I don't even know how many there is in there, but there is a lot. So obviously I'm not going to go through every single magazine, but I will tell you the gist of what each magazine is about, and I'll probably flip through the pages of a couple of them, just the special ones. So I hope this will also bring back some nostalgia to you guys. Let's not delay any further and let's check these magazines out. Alright guys, so I'm comfy in my chair because this is going to be a long video, so I suggest you get comfy too. Grab some chips, popcorn, and let's get on with this. Alright, so the first magazine we got here is one of the best of Dragon Ball Z Becket magazines with the awesome holographic covers. This was Super Boo here. If you guys, I hope most of you know what Becket is, but just in case you don't, Becket was a magazine company that actually would not just release Dragon Ball Z related magazines, but Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and many others. They even had an anime related magazine after the DBZ one stopped. So I know Becket is so nostalgic for many of you because I actually was subscribed to them. I would get their magazines every month because I could not miss one of these DBZ magazines. They had so much information on there. And to be honest, not everything was correct, but they were our source of info when we were kids before we were able to use the internet. So, really love Becket, even though some of the artwork is a little odd, like this robotic android Broly, he looks a bit odd, but they had a lot of contests in here that you can participate, fan art, and just awesome little articles, how to draw stuff, and they also came with free posters. Take a look, they have different articles. Here's the poster that it comes with. Lots of fun stuff. Here's some of the funny artwork. Look at this Boo Tanks. So the best of DBZ magazines were basically a compilation of, I think, 4 months worth of magazines into one big one here. Basically some of the articles from each magazine into one. So I believe it was every 4 months or every 3 months of issues, some of the articles all into one. So I really like these, and they have awesome covers. I like the holographic. Alright, next thing we got here is actually a Scholastic Dragon Ball GT book. Okay, every time in elementary school, or I think even middle school, when they would give us a Scholastic order pamphlet, every time they would have a Dragon Ball related book, I made sure I told my mom to get it for me. So this is one of the ones that I did get. This one's How to Draw Dragon Ball GT, and is basically how to draw, just what it says right there. So all these Scholastic ones really bring back memories, and most of these magazines are stuff I collected from when I was a kid. So this is from when I was in middle school or so when I did order this. Here's another Scholastic one, How to Draw Dragon Ball Z #2. Same thing, how to draw the characters and whatnot. And to be honest, it never really taught me how to draw, it just taught me how to trace. I would trace all these pictures. Here is one of the standard Becket magazines. This one's from 2003, and some of the art is actually creative. This is a Charlie's Angels, but with 18, Bulma, and Pan. So you can see that here. I love these Becket magazines. They're just so nostalgic. They're a big part of my childhood. So now that I told you what Becket is, I'm just going to kind of flip through these pretty quickly to show you the covers and the back covers. This one's pretty funny. This one's a holiday themed one. I like that. It's creative. As you can see, I've collected many of these Becket magazines. But I don't have them all. I never was able to get them all, but I have a lot of them. I have the majority of them. I don't have the first couple of issues though. Here's another best of issue. This is a really cool silver holographic image of Vegeta when he's self-destructing. This one's pretty interesting. Android 17 and Jiro. And another best of, I really like how they did the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta here. And this is actually a random Viz Comics issue for the DBZ manga. You know, these would come out in issues as well instead of like the big books. They actually came in issues. I actually would see them in the comic stores. This is like old school. This is really old school. And imagine like collecting the manga like in little issues like this. Like that would take forever. I mean, I'm pretty sure people have done it, but like that's like a lot. I like the issue artwork. Like I like the colored covers. They're really nice. This one I showed you already. This is just a notebook from early 2000 with my terrible drawings in them. This is another Scholastic book, Dragon Ball GT puzzle book. This is a puzzle book, and I actually did some of the puzzles. You can see here, I actually filled this one out. See, I would actually do them. They were pretty fun. I actually spent time doing these. Oh, I remember this is the issue that like got me hyped about a live action DBZ movie, because they did have an article all about that there's going to be a DBZ live action movie in the future, and so we didn't get one till years later, and it was just terrible. This was the issue. See that? Can you imagine? I wish they actually had these actors to be in the live action DBZ movie, but instead we got Dragon Ball Evolution, that crap. Another Scholastic book. This one's a sticker book. I actually put in some stickers already in the book. See, I did this stuff when I was a kid. Over here is an unopened little just DBZ notebook. Nothing really special, just a notebook. This one's another Scholastic book. This one's a sketch pad. So I think this one actually came with stuff, not just the book, but I don't have that. I just have the book left. This one even came with like fill-in stuff, like little trivia or something like that. As you can see, I did some of it. Yet another best of. I like these a lot. These are like my favorite ones. This one is one of my favorite covers for best of. Look at that, the shiny cover with the Z Fighters and Shenron. Really cool. This one's like a weird one. This one looks bad. What is this, Majin Goku? It looks weird. I don't like the artwork for this. There's another Becket magazine. I believe the Dragon Ball Z Becket magazine stopped in 2004, I think was the last issue. I remember being really sad. This is a best of one, by the way. I love this one. I remember being really sad because I was subscribed to them, and then when they were stopping the magazines, they gave me a freaking anime, and like a general anime Becket magazine. They're replacing the DBZ ones with that, and that pissed me off. I was sad. This one's really cool. As you can tell, most of these are going to be Beckets because I just had loads and loads of them. I honestly remember bringing these to school and showing all my friends, and they were pretty jealous of me because I had all the magazines. Here's just a random notebook. Oh, and here's a different one. This one's a Pojo magazine. This one, I love this one. I used to read this over and over and over again. I remember my mom got this for me, and I was in love with this book. It had like 3D pictures with like the glasses and everything. And Pojo was very informative, yet I don't think all the information in it was correct as well. But like I said, before internet, like I was looking through these magazines, like A through Z, like character guide, and it would have information about characters I didn't know about, like characters in GT. And like I would read that so much. I thought it was so cool. Like, see this? It was just really awesome. I loved it. And it's so funny to see some of the pictures on here because they're like some of them are so low res. Like look at this one of Metamacha. Like look how low res that picture is. It's like super pixelated. Like it just, that's nostalgic. Like that's so old school. Love this book. Oh, here's the 3D picture and the glasses. So Pojo did a lot of DBZ magazines too, and they had like a card related magazines too for the card game. Here's another Becket one. This is when GT was out, obviously. This one has like an image that you can like move and it'll change. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and the other one's Super Saiyan 2. Yet another GT magazine. This is what, Neopets in the back. Oh my god, I never played Neopets. This is a Trunks related one. Looks cool. Wow, look what this one says. Win Legacy of Goku game and Game Boy Advance. That's how old this one is. Back when that game came out and Game Boy Advance was hot. Wow. Oh, if you see this one, this is when the SP was out. See that right there? GT one. What is that in the back? Neopets in the back? Wow. Was it really that big? This one has Perfect Cell with Goat Tanks. I always thought Super Saiyan 3, I always thought this picture was weird. Look how he's kicking. Like, I thought the artwork was so odd for this one. Like, it looks so weird. And this is an unopened, another Scholastic book. But the reason why I got this recently actually, was because it comes with like little figures. I don't know what's in this book because I never opened it. But it says, what does it say? Coloring cards? Coloring cards. But it has little figures, and I've never seen those figures before, and I didn't know that they had Scholastic books that come with figures. So you can see that right there, little mini ones. It's like Vegeta and Piccolo. I don't know if there's a Goku in there, but I thought it was neat. If any of you guys have this, let me know what's in this magazine. I never opened it. Okay guys, now this is a Japanese coloring book actually. Really nice artwork. This has a Dragon Ball Super artwork on it. Really awesome. I just recently got this actually. And you can see some of the coloring pages. They're really neat. Take a look at that. Really cool. Here's a really awesome one of Whis and Beerus. I should get like another one of these just so I can like color it. That would be awesome. Now this one's another vintage one. This one's from a magazine called An America, and like I think this ended in like, I don't know, 2000. I really don't know to be honest, but I got this one not too long ago, but because they had it at a comic store. It's a really old, I think it's from 1999, but I really like the picture of Goku, and it has like a little bit of info of Dragon Ball Z back when it like just came out here in the States. To be honest, I don't know if this is from 1999 or 96, because everything here is saying 96. Wow, look at this, wow. Dragon Ball Z now on the air through 7 Network for kids. Wow. Wow, look at this vintage article. See, this is when DBZ was just literally coming out for us. Says 96 on the bottom here. So I think this magazine might be from 96. But while I was looking through this magazine, I found this really funny old picture of Scott McNeil. If you don't know who he is, he was the Ocean dub voice for Piccolo, and he looks so weird without his like cowboy hat, and he's like clean cut in this picture. Take a look at that. That's Scott McNeil without his long hair and cowboy hat and all that. Like, oh my god, that's so old. Alright, here's another Pojo magazine, and it's weird because this one's basically almost the same as the other one I showed you, but like different cover and stuff. I mean, I think it has a little bit of differences, but it has a lot that's the same. These are like really heavy books too, like they're really thick. Oh, I have 2 of these, so I already showed you that. This one's a really nice one, look at that. Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the golden Uzaru behind it, looks awesome. Goku with the American flag, looks pretty awesome. But I still think the artwork is weird, look at his arms, looks crazy, like bulging as hell. But the back cover is really funny. Look, Vegeta like a vampire, Superman, Krillin, Bulma as a witch, and like Robin Hood freaking Trunks right here. I'm assuming this is like the October issue. This is another mini coloring book, a Japanese one. Here's one of the coloring pages. They're really neat. I like these a lot. Here's the back cover of it. Here is a old Game Pro magazine with Super Saiyan 2 Goku on the front, and also Vegeta there. I really read the shit out of this book. This is from 2002, I think. I believe it's, yeah, March 4th, 2002. And wow, I'm telling you, I really read the crap out of this magazine. I did. One reason why I loved this magazine, or this issue of Game Pro, is because it had a like history of Dragon Ball Z video games on there, and it was in 2002, so I was a kid, and they had some video games I didn't even know about, like the Japanese ones. Like, take a look at this. This shows the covers of some of the Japanese games, and I mean, I have most of them now, but at the time when I was a kid, I thought they were so cool because I'd never seen those before. And to me, I didn't know they had that many DBZ video games. Like, I wanted to play all of them. I was like, what? How do I play these? So, yeah, I really loved reading this. I really did. Now we got Gohan with the Z sword there, and I don't know why the cover is like upside down, like back cover. I don't know if mine's a defect or it actually comes like that. Here's another one of those Japanese coloring books, but this one's of GT. I really love the artwork on these. They're like so colorful. Take a look at the coloring pages, really neat. Now this one isn't really a magazine, but I already showed you guys this in an unboxing, but this is basically a pamphlet for when they released the Dragon Ball Z Burger King toys. This was obviously for Burger King, and it had little activities inside. Here's the Burger King toys. Oh my god, I remember I used to make my mom take me to Burger King just for those toys. I love the old school DBZ artwork. I love it so much, honestly. Vegeta related cover, Majin Vegeta. Wow, this shows the year in review, like all the issues from 2001. Damn. Here is all the boos. Vegeta. Yet another Japanese coloring book. Take a look at these pages to color in. Here's the back of it. This is baby Vegeta with bra or Bola. I thought this cover was a little weird because why is Bola like just looking like his mistress or like something? Shouldn't it be like Bulma doing that? Like, I don't know. It just looks a little creepy. Vegeta, this like odd style of artwork. And this is one of the American coloring books. I actually colored a lot in this one. As if you see, look at this. I colored a lot in these books. Like I did all the activities and look at that. Colored the crap out of it. Honestly, like this is the only one I ever ended up getting, to be honest, but I always wanted more. I think I got this at like a Walgreens like when I was a little kid. These were fun. I love these. Another Majin Vegeta, Kid Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Another best of, but this is with GT. And this one's a random guidebook for Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. So you can see that there. I didn't really use it. I think I just bought it because I liked Goku on it and it was for Budokai 3 and I thought it was cool. Here's yet another Scholastic book. This one is Dragon Ball Z Extreme. It has puzzles, games, and trivia. As you can see, I wrote in this too. Oh my god. Oh my god, I drew beards on them. What the hell? Take a look at that. Vegeta has a beard. Freaking Piccolo too, and he has a Majin symbol on. Oh my god. Even Trunks? Except for Goku, you know. Goku doesn't have that. Another Scholastic. This one is How to Draw Challenge Arena. It's basically another how to draw book. They had so many of these and I never learned how to draw from them, just trace. Here's one with Super Saiyan Goku. And there's a fan art for the back cover. Really nice. The three main villains of DBZ. Piccolo's eyes. This is Piccolo versus Hulk. Piccolo will whoop ass in like 2 seconds. He would beat his ass. Like, that's not even worth putting them together. And the last magazine I have here is another GT related Becket magazine right here. And that is it. That was my huge collection of Dragon Ball Z books and magazines. I hope you enjoyed that. And I bet it was really nostalgic for you. Blast from the past. I know I kind of went through some of them really quick, but I had to in order for me to get through all of these because it's like a mountain, to be honest. So hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me if you guys have any fond memories when you were kids looking through some of these magazines, trying to collect all the Becket magazines, being fascinated by some of these articles, because I know I was. I spent hours reading these magazines, to be honest. So like I said, most of these were from my childhood. Almost all of these were from my childhood. Alright guys, until my next video, peace.